Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We are on day 6 of the Suicune research event, week 1, and for now we're going to start off with 100 XP and 100 sleep points and 20,657 sneaky snacking. Croconaw definitely putting in some good work. We got 10 more apples to just throw in the pot. We don't really need them this week, but you know, maybe soon, maybe tomorrow. Maybe we'll just use those tomorrow. We're gonna grab our 100 sleep points, puts us at a grand total of 679. And for our, I went to the wrong button. Wow, haven't done that one in a while. I'm gonna go ahead and grab our daily lottery, and that is gonna give us a 15 diamonds, not 15 of them. 15 diamonds, very good. 300 for our grand total of diamonds. It's good. Need to build that diamond supply back up. It's kind of at a place I don't really like, considering I don't have a good camp ticket in the bag at the moment, but we'll worry about that another time. For now, let's jump into this sleep report and we'll see if we can get slumbering to skew it in the favor of the water Pokemon so we can get a few more mains. That would be nice. Another 10 hours of sleep. I've really got to get that under control. Okay, well, I remembered a dream from last night, so I don't know. Maybe slumbering isn't the one that's causing me to not remember my dreams. But I finally remembered one. Wasn't a good one. Almost got hit by a train car, so that's fun. But you know, good thing it was just a dream. For now, we're gonna have 100 and something million. 139, 40, 41, 142.4 million. Very nice. Getting very close to setting a record drowsy power without any kind of drowsy power boosts. So that feels nice. Okay, ooh, a lot of big boys. Couple of new ones for sure. Hopefully. Let's see. So we got the top belly Bellsprout, and these photos are going to go real quick. Not that fast, actually, which means we have a bunch of new sleep styles. Only 6 that we had previously. 2 Totodiles. And I didn't use a Totodile incense. Okay, 2 Totodiles. Swablu, Primate, Bellsprout, Cramorant. Which means the 2 big boys I can see right now are new. Which we knew this one was. The one-eyed sleep for Feraligatr. Just a common thing across the entire species line. Not the first Feraligatr we have found, though. Very interesting. I thought that would be. I was getting ready to do the thing. All right, what about you, Venusaur? I don't think this is the first Venusaur I've seen. Vines out, sleep, very relaxed. All right, so that is the 3 stars. Is that the last one we need? No, it's definitely not. It's also not the first one we found. That means that this one that I did use the incense for. Oh, hey, buddy. I haven't seen you in forever. Last time when I saw a Heracross, I caught it with a Master Biscuit, and it was not good. It was not good at all, and that's what really sold me on not using Master Biscuits to gamble. So, the 2-star sleep. All right, very good. And then now we've just got to find the last new sleep style. I know what Pokemon it is. You know what Pokemon it is. It is the gorgeous Suicune. Very nice. Very, very nice. The meditative sleep. 12,000 dream shards. Kind of wish I had used either a luck or a focus incense last night. This would probably have been a really good time to do so. But we'll find out here in a minute when we get to the summary. 43 mains just from that. That's really good. Almost, no, over half of the cost of the incense to get it back. And a hungry Totodile. Ooh, buddy. Okay, one of the Totodiles is hungry. How do we play this? First off, we deal with the Suicune. All right, it wasn't hungry. So, you know what? I think we've got a little bit of time. I'm just going to use another Master Biscuit on it. This is gambling, even though I just said I don't do Master Biscuits to gamble, but for legendaries, that's a lot of pips. I'm just going to gamble it this one time. I think we've got some time in between legendary events where I can stock up some more Master Biscuits and not have to worry about it. So we're going to do that for this one. Then we're going to worry about the Totodiles. We've got one that's hungry and one that's not. So let's, what's the best way to handle this? I could just give the bonus biscuit to the Totodile immediately and catch it that way, which honestly, the way the Totodile's been treating me lately, I think that's what I'm going to do. This Totodile has not been my friend lately. So let's do that. We'll just go ahead and take this one for sure. And then I think we'll set the other one up to catch it next time we see it. Because we do have another whole week of the Suicune research event. Befriend 10 Pokemon. There we go. Job done. We do have a whole nother week of the event. So we do have time to set this one up and catch it again. So I think we're going to do that. And for a second there, the game slowed down a little bit. I thought I was about to get a big hit. All right. One more. Let's see. Are you full? You are full. Okay, so either way, it's set up for next time. I could catch the Swablu, but we don't really need any new recruits for the Swablu army at the moment. Heracross, you're not really super useful, but it's hard to decide. Do I just want to feed him a couple of things just because it is super rare? I think maybe. I don't know. I feel like Heracross has been one of the most rare Pokemon in the game for me. Between this and Absol, I almost never see those two Pokemon. Would have been nice if that was a crit. That would have been fantastic. And it's full. All right, that's fine. I'm not super worried about catching a Heracross. It's a skill specialist with ingredient magnet, which is really good, but ultimately not what we want to rely on. So it would be nice to have a good one for the collection, but I'm not in a big hurry to catch it, you know? Besides, we got something else to look forward to. We've got a Suicune that I possibly stupidly used a Master Biscuit for, but it'll be all right. If it was a mistake, it's not the worst mistake I've ever made in the game. Certainly won't be the last mistake I make, so it's whatever. 113 Suicune mains, though, is very nice. 12,980 research XP. I'm super mad that I didn't use Focus Incense. With 29,604 Dream Shards, could you imagine if I'd used a Focus Aura Growth Incense? Oh man, that would have been so nice. But let's go ahead and check out this Suicune. Let's see how we're doing. We've got a level 26 and Quirky. Ooh. Quirky is neutral, isn't it? I think it is. All right. Ooh, ABC. I do like ABC on my skill specialists. All right, Helper Boost, of course. We've got Energy Recovery bonus, which isn't terrible, but it's not what we want. Ingredient Finder S, also not what we want. Skill Trigger is what we need. Inventory Up is good. Helping Speed is also good. Skill Trigger at level 100 again, slapping me in the face. Okay, Quirky Nature, also neutral. So this one kind of seems to be about along the lines of the first one we got, just with Ingredient Finder instead and Energy Recovery bonus instead of Sleep XP bonus. But I have a feeling the calculation will be about the same. I think it will still be roughly a 50 PR, but let's let that run for now. We've got, ooh, expected skill triggers per day is 2.8. I do believe the first one was showing 2.5, if I remember correctly. Interesting. Now this does take into account, I believe it takes into account the event bonuses that we have selected, because I do have these selected for the current event for the default, but I also ran a calculation with everything set to the base, so it doesn't take the event bonuses into account. And I'm pretty sure that both with the bonuses and without, the first Suicune that I calculated was showing 2.5. Now, maybe I made a mistake somewhere, but I'm pretty sure that it showed 2.5 on both of them. I'll need to go ahead and run another calculation just to be sure, but we're going to let this one run out, and then we can test it real fast. We'll only run it out to level 50 just to see. But as it stands now, this one is getting close to 50. I think that Ingredient Finder is really bringing it down compared to Well, no, it's probably not as much the ingredient finder, but also the inventory up at level 50. Probably not getting as much of a bump because the inventory up on the first one was L. And then this one is ingredient finder S instead of, what was the other skill? I cannot remember it. Let's see. We should be able to look at it without selecting it. What was that other skill? There you are. It was inventory up. Skill level up. That's what it was. Instead of skill level up, we're getting ingredient finder. As it stands now, I think the first one is probably better than this one, but that's what we get for gambling with a master biscuit. They're very similar, but the skill level up, I think, is what really puts it over the edge. Plus not having to do a sub-skill seed to get that inventory up L, considering both 75 and 100 are the exact same on the other two. And with Sleep XP bonus, it will help the Suicune get to level 175 just that little bit faster. So even on the calculation, it's a PR 43. So I do think that the first one is better than this one, which is unfortunate. You never like to use a Master Biscuit to get a Pokemon that's not as good as one you've already caught, but it is what it is. Let's run this out to level 50 for now. Let's just double check. 2.875 is what we had before without the event bonuses. We do now have at level 50. Come on, we're almost there. It's going real fast, super fast. At level 50, still 2.875. So I don't think that this actually matters whether or not you have the event or the base set. I don't believe that matters. I have no meals selected, so it should be calculating neutrally based on that. So I don't think it's really affecting it. 2.875 both times. I believe the other one was 2.5, even though somehow this one is getting more triggers than the other one. I'm not sure how at level 50, because it shouldn't. They should be relatively the same. Maybe I've misremembered. I am going to save this one because I do want to look at all of them once the event is over. So we're going to save this one. Let's just grab that one real fast, run it out to 50, and then be done with it. It's this one. Let's go ahead and run to 60. It was already running. Never mind. I goofed. All right, let's see. Oh, it was 3, not 2.5. I don't know where I got 2.5. 3. Yeah, this one's better by a lot. So we're gonna stick with that one. And for now, we're gonna move on, and we're gonna check out this Totodile real quick. There we are. Level 14 and Rash. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. Sausage, and oil. Helping bonus is a good start, though. That's a good start. Skill level up. Whoa, where am I going? I'm on the wrong screen. Let's go ahead and just reset. We'll pick helping bonus again. Skill level up S, helping speed S, ingredient finder S is not good, but that's 75. That's a long ways out. And inventory up M, also not good, but again, a long ways out. Up to level 60, this one's actually pretty good. This could be potentially something we use. Where's Rash? There you are. Could potentially be something we use and just make sure to keep its pack full, because that helping bonus is going to be a big help. It's not the berry finding we're looking for. So actually, I don't know. We may just stick with that Croconaw we have. This is a good rating, but helping bonus is doing a lot of heavy lifting there. And it's going to go down once it gets to 75 and 100. So it's not something we want to invest in for the long term. But it's not bad necessarily. I am going to hold on to it just for now. Just until we see what we can find. It's definitely the best Totodile we've caught so far. But let's go ahead and move on. And not too great of a sleep research in terms of the Pokemon we caught. But I do want to go ahead and get breakfast done before we get into everything else and miss it. Because as you know, my sleep schedule has been terrible and I have been all over the place. We're going to go ahead and throw those apples in today. I've been all over the place with my sleep and not getting up when I should be, sleeping longer than I should. It's not been a fun month or so, but we'll get back on track soon. We are going to get 61,280 for this particular cooking of our flower gift macarons. All right, with that out of the way, we can let Snorlax eat. Well, let the whole team eat. Everybody eats now. Crazy that not too long ago, only Snorlax got to eat and everybody else had to starve. But okay, oh, that bumped me into an Master 16, I believe. Yes, Master 16, very nice. All right. Definitely looks like we're going to beat our record of Master 17. We're Master 16 on Saturday morning. We still got tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to be doing all right. No new news, but of course, we do have the Good Sleep Day coming up. And for our community reports, we've got, let's see, 44 of them. Very good. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, only 11 that doubled up. Never mind. Very nice, though. 11 out of 44, exactly 25%. No level ups today, but we do have a new medal again. What did we get this time? Use 140 incense. And we got a link cable. Woo woo. That is possibly the best reward we could have ever gotten. My favorite. Okay. Let's go ahead and collect from everybody. A double trigger there would be nice. There we go. That's what we need. Get the day started off right. And then we can go ahead and grab a skill trigger there. That's also good. More milk. I don't need more milk. I could have used some extra eggs there, buddy. But you know what? I appreciate that you tried. Let's see. I don't think we'll have a skill trigger here. We do. Very nice. It's 1500 strength. I'll take it. Every little bit adds up. Not as many eggs as I wanted to see there. And then we've got some Delibird candy. Very good. Gotta watch out though, keeping Delibird on the team overnight. Don't want him to level up too much and unlock those apples at level 30, because that would mess up his egg production. As you can see, Venusaur is not on the team though. I did swap Venusaur out yesterday because we have all the honey that we need for the rest of the week. We don't have to worry about it anymore. And eggs were running a bit low. I don't even think we have enough eggs to make lunch right now. We don't. So that's a bit of a problem. That's why I swapped them out for Delibird, trying to help just get that little bit of boost from Delibird to help Abomasnow get enough eggs. It hasn't been a problem. There hasn't been a point where I've had to not make a meal or make something different because we didn't have the eggs, but it's getting kind of dicey now in this last couple of days. So hopefully we don't have to worry about that going forward, but we'll just have to see how things go. For now, things are going pretty well, and we have some missions that are complete. We befriended 10 Pokemon. Oh, that was not the main instance. I thought that was. Or not the main instance. Wow. That was not the Suicune missions. My brain, super dumb. Anyway, we got 15 diamonds, and we befriended 10 Pokemon for another 1500 Dream Shards. Very nice. One more meal is all we need to get the cooking done. And the 264 candy. I don't know who I'm going to use that on. Like I said, I wanted to use it on a good Totodile, but we have yet to catch one. This one we caught today is, like I said, it's okay, but it doesn't have berry finding, so it's kind of making me hesitate on investing in it. If I do any investment, it would probably be just to level 25 and then let it grow naturally and evolve it and let it grow naturally from there. Beyond that, I don't really see much of a reason to invest in that Totodile. So that's kind of a problem that we're having with all these Totodile. And I haven't looked at the skills on this Croconaw. Oh, you are not Croconaw. I haven't looked at the skills on this Croconaw in a while. Helping speed M and S. If anything to invest in, this would be the one to put it to level 25 just to make it that much faster. I would really need to just compare the results between the two of them as level 25 Croconaw. Because I think 27. Oh no, it's only 23 to evolve a Croconaw. Yeah, it might be worth investing one of them to 25. The helping bonus is a big help, though. No pun intended. But, yeah, I'll just have to compare them and check and see. I'm not entirely sure. But at the same time, I don't know that I really want to invest in them just for a week and then try to catch a better one. I'm not sure how I feel about that. How many Dream Shards do I have? Over 300,000, so I've got a decent amount, but not quite where I want it to be, to where I feel comfortable with frivolous Dream Shard spending. So we may end up dropping another 200 something candies into this guy because He has served me very well for a very long time, for over 1100 hours. So I don't know. Could also be a good idea to do a pseudo legendary or legendary. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm going to have to decide soon because tomorrow's the last day to use the 264 candies to get that mission complete. So we'll have to figure that out. But that's a tomorrow problem. For now, that's going to be the end of the video. So thank you for watching the video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you do enjoy them. A huge shout out to our ace trainers, Flightmaster, Illusion, JP, White, and Husky Star. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you'd like to support the channel, go ahead and click that join button right next to the subscribe button. And while you're down there, go ahead and click the link to the Discord in the description box and come and talk about Pokemon Sleep with us, hang out, and just have a fun time. Other than that, y'all have a good night, and until next time, later, dudes.